Good evening, everybody. Welcome aboard. Flying to Santa Barbara tonight, 29,000 feet. Should be just under an hour flight time. But, we're going to get things set up and we'll be on our way very shortly. Thanks for joining. Alright, let's set things up and get the IRS aligned here. Which gate are we in? 63.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
Okay, all you parents out there, we found a picture fight. Let's go to the farm out in the gate area.
What is she saying?
Farm up, bring your flight to the code button so I can get it to you. It is yours, isn't it? I know it's yours. You're learning all about the farm, aren't you?
Oh, they're talking.
Welcome aboard. As you find your seat, please stow your larger carry-on luggage in the overhead bin and place any smaller items under the seat in front of you. We suggest stowing your rollerboards on this aircraft with the handle in first, wheels out. Let a flight attendant know if you need any help. On this flight, we offer personal device entertainment, one of United's private screening options. A headset, just let a flight attendant know. We'll be happy to provide one. You may use your small, lightweight devices such as mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers. While we're parked at the gate, larger devices such as laptops and DVD players may be used until we're ready to depart. At that time, they must be stowed either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Seated in an exit row, please review the exit row responsibilities on the safety card. A flight attendant will be coming through shortly to ensure you're comfortable with these responsibilities. Flight attendants, please brief your exits.
I love that feature. Alright, let's see. Santa Barbara is 2504. Altimeter here is 3009. Okay, so we're gonna be arriving. What was that one? 250? Yeah, say we're not gonna be able to do the ILS. Probably gonna be runway 25. But I just want to make sure that's the correct runway we should be on. I think it is. That's one of the, I think that's the main runway, 7 and 25. Yeah, we'll be landing on 25 on the VDM. Probably transition in GBO. right? Let's just take a look at what that did to our route. Probably to Zach's. I'll have to take a look at that once that comes on, but I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to take a look. Let's make sure we're all set up here on X Squawk Box. I don't think we sent the flight plan. We did not. That's not it. That is definitely not our route. That's our route from KSFO to Santa Barbara at flight level 290. Send that over. Let's see how much longer we got on the thing there. 2 minutes. Alright. So now we can... Oh, actually, if we go back to here, our flight number is UA 239, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, United 239. So put that in the flight number. Here's that. We planned 13. Our reserves are 2. Cost index of 88. Flight level 290. That looks good. Our RTA, nope, sorry, takeoff. 13 degrees. That's good. Flaps 15. What is our wind? It's 280 at 10. Runway is dry. Our CG of 2.99, 24.1%. That right there. Elevation of 11 feet at the airport. This goes by 50s. Okay.
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away, all overhead bins are closed, and all passengers are seated.
Let's see what's going on over here. There's a couple more planes. We got a United in the very wrong terminal in the old livery. It's halfway sunken into the ground, and a Southwest in the old livery too, which is halfway sunken into the ground. Actually, it's just a Tinkerbell one. It's still old. That's the problem with X-Plane. Alright, so auto brake RTO, our V2 is 131. Scroll wheel up to that. Flight director, auto throttle arm. Bump this up to 290. 290. 286. Or is it 28? I think it's 286. The runway heading. That looks pretty good. Fuel pump on. Start the APU. It should be over there. Trim air. Yaw damper. Great. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready. Progress page.
Glide slow.
Do that test real quick.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Arm VNav and LNav. On Unicom. Just about ready to close the cockpit door. Turn the APU on. And close the cockpit door. Request pushback from the gate.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Chunks. Alright, so turn the packs on until we're ready to push back. And of course the door before we forget about it. Set this up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Terrain, traffic, and data. Traffic, airports, and weather. Not that we're gonna need it. It doesn't work on that one. The transponder on. We are ready to push back. Just make sure nobody's trying to come into our alley here. Yeah, I could have sworn I saw aircraft over here. What is it? An Atlas 747. We saw one of those yesterday.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, we are good to release the brakes. Let's just make sure everything's good here. We're all set up. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Altimeters are set.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, we'll start the elapsed time. And we have N1 rising. And we have oil temperature and oil pressure rising. Sorry, that was N2. Fuel flow, N1 rise, EGT, N2 rise. Wait for the starter cutout. Starter cutout. Got a good start. We got low oil pressure on engine 1. That's normal since we haven't started it yet, so we can flip that over to ground. We'll look for an N2 rise. Once we get about 15 to 20%, we can inject fuel into engine 1. Fuel flow, N1 rise, EGT. N2 rise. The oil pressure is coming up as well.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Shut down the APU. Sure that's all set. Make sure the generators are running. Looks good. discharging the battery.
So it's disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Flaps 15. $757.2 and a 737.8 or 9. I can't tell from this angle. Looks to be an 8, but I'm not exactly sure. Can't really tell the difference since United doesn't have the extra door in the back. Let's make sure they're disconnected. Yep, they're good. We got the hand signal. Okay, great. We are taxiing. What's up, Sander? How you doing? Just about to depart from San Francisco to Santa Barbara. Quick flight. Clear on the left, and nobody should be coming from the right except for departures. No, I didn't see anybody on the ground, so we're good to cross there. And then again, just nobody's coming that way. We got nobody lined up for one right as well. Scenery is the freeware Mr. X San Francisco, so it's the same guy that makes the LAX scenery, but this one's free. This was one of the last ones that he made for free. I'll get you a link really quick. No, this one's really good on frames. I'm getting low 40s, high 30s right now. This one was optimized really well, especially for how big a scenery is. Oh. Are you on X-Plane, Sander, or what scenery or flight sim are you using right now? And how's the stream look? I tried to up the HD factor on it today, so it should be now in 1080p. Well, it was in 1080p, but it shouldn't be as fuzzy. I reduced the size on the screen of the video, or I made it full screen now, so instead of it was a little bit too big, so that's probably what was causing the fuzziness, but let me know how it looks.
Flight attendants will take departure cross second all call, thank you.
Oh, shoot, you know what?
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
That's why it
Alright,
wasn't
we've got
working.
everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Alright. Here we go. Let's make sure we're just clear. once we're in the air center, I'll get you a link to the scenery. You know, I need to do something too. I'm gonna make you a mod for the channel since you're a constant viewer and I don't have any mods, and I know you, so trust you. All right, 50%. Stabilized and toga. Rotate. That was a really quick rotation. We didn't even make it to the parallels. Positive right gear up. Forgot to start the clock down at the end of the runway. I thought I clicked it. Must have not. Getting out of here pretty quick. We're really light today. We're just going down to Santa Barbara, so we shouldn't be too heavy. I can flip on the autopilot. Flap 5. Flap 1. Flaps up. And Santa, you should be a mod now of the channel, so let me get you a link now that we're in the air. That's the scenery right there. There's a city over there. Coming into view, Bay Bridge. There's AT&T Park. Hey, there you go. And I don't know if you heard me, but how's the stream look today? I tried to increase the quality of it, so it should look a little bit nicer. Shouldn't be as fuzzy. Again, also, are you on X-Plane too? Because like, if you're on X-Plane, that's a must-have scenery. It's free, and I would be installing that right away. Got the retracts off. Oh, thrust reduction. Alright. It's after landing, we can go. Let's go direct Zibo, just because it's having a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, so literally everything you saw in departure there, even including the airplane and the systems and everything, is free. Everything's free. So, well, not free. You gotta pay $60 for the sim, but besides that, it's free. There's 10,000 feet.
When the fasten seatbelt sign is on, please remain seated. When the captain turns the sign off, you'll be able to move about the cabin. When you are in your seat, please keep your seatbelt fastened in the event of unexpected turbulence. Please be careful when opening the overhead compartments. We ask that you use the lavatories located in your cabin, and please don't stand near the lavatories in the galleys. You may now use all approved personal electronic devices. For everyone's safety, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle. We're pleased to offer personal device entertainment
Yeah, but it looks good though, so
on our
it's not
United
fuzzy.
private screenings option. sponsored by the United Plus Explorer card. On-demand movies.
I can help you with that if you need help.
In the seat back in front of you. If you need to
I think it's half
have a
the Bay
headset,
Airport
we'll
that
be
we're going
happy to
down.
provide one once the captain
Going over.
lets the flight crew get up from our jump seat. After you connect to the United Wi-Fi network, go to unitedwifi.com. You can access united.com and the United app free of charge, where you can check flight status
Sailboat
and
down
more.
there.
To use
That-
other apps and websites, you can purchase an internet access
Oh
plan.
yeah, that's
We
part
will
of
be
the
serving a variety of complimentary drinks,
part of the
wines,
Zibo
craft
mod,
beer, and
which
other
is the
alcoholic beverages
737.
for purchase. In United Economy, a variety of snack boxes and refreshments are available to purchase, as well as freshly prepared meals from our
No, it's
bistro
not fuzzy.
on-board
Good,
menu.
good.
You can find more details about the menu in the back of Hemispheres magazine or the seatback guide. We accept most major debit and credit cards, including those with a Visa, MasterCard, Discover, or American Express logo, as well as the Mileage Plus Explorer Visa card. We now invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the service on today's flight. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not fuzzy. There's something wrong with X-Plane. It's not my computer or my sim. It's actually a known bug. That the shadows can be kind of blocky. The cockpit ones, there is something that you can do in the data ref editor here. I don't really know how to do it very well, but if you go down to shadow cockpit near, this should be 2, and then that should smooth it out. You see how that worked? So if you look at the chair, if I go to 1, it's blurry right there, and on the walls back here on the circuit breakers. And then if I do, shadow cockpit near, if you switch it to 2, oh, that was the wrong one, my bad. There's 1, it's the top one, so there's 2 different ones. You do 2, it should smooth it out. And you can close that out. It doesn't fix the outside shadows though, it only fixes the ones in the cockpit, but I mean, I'm spending most of my time up here anyway, so. Do the transition altitude now. Almost hitting top of climb, and then we'll be getting the top of descent before you know it. 15 minutes since we left the gate, 6 minutes in the air, so moving quite along. Oh, I forgot to turn these lights off. No big deal. ETA to top of descent, yeah, I can check on that real quick. To top of climb is 18 nautical miles, so 2040 Zulu in the sim, which is 2 minutes, so less than 2 minutes to top of descent. Oh, to top of descent, that's top of climb, I'm sorry. ETA to top of descent, it won't let us know until we get to top of climb. So in 2 minutes, I'll have an ETA to top of descent for you, and I'll let you know. Once we hit top of climb, also the ETA on the stream will come up on the top too. That's estimated time on ride. But that's not real time since we're flying during the day. I didn't want to have to fly at night, because I wanted to see the scenery that we're going into. This is the first time I've actually noticed I haven't flown the offshore departure in a while, either from San Francisco. There's a bunch of sailboats off here. And then when I fly to Hawaii, I just am not usually looking back at the San Francisco. Just reminds me of how long we got to go. That's a pretty cool feature. I didn't know X-Plane simulated marine traffic. It'd be nice if there was a lot more in the bay. There's none in the bay. I mean, Cyprus, and then McKee. found with X-Plane though is that after, I mean, I have hundreds of hours on it now since I got it at the first of the year. I had nowhere near as many hours on FSX. Like, that's how much more I like this simulator. I just use it all the time compared to FSX that I didn't use all the time. We got a nice tailwind also. We're on 464 knots now across the ground. A little bumpy though. Is that after you get around the 500 hour mark, everything starts to slow down. So a fresh reinstall doesn't hurt. Especially just, that's what I had on my computer. Just bumped around quite a bit again. Not having fun with this turbulence over California these last couple days in the sim. But yeah, fresh install, but it saves all your custom scenery. So like, if I wanted to reinstall, but I didn't want to have to like reinstall like San Francisco Airport and everything like that, it would still be there when I did it. So it's really, really smart with the way like it knows to keep your stuff and it will delete any crap that's not supposed to be in there. That's our 1,000. My mic volume went way down. Sorry. Is that better? Moved a little bit closer to my mouth. I can also turn down the sounds of the sim. That's blocking me out a little bit. Sim sounds are a little loud. That should be a little bit better there. Yeah, but as I was saying, it's like if you want to go back and reinstall everything, it's really easy to do that, and it's going to get rid of all the junk that's in your simulator. Plus, all the developers are switching to X-Plane now, so we're getting a lot of new stuff. I know we're getting Active Sky in December, and I will definitely be, I don't know if I'll definitely be, but I'm probably going to be picking that up. Okay, we hit top of climb, so I can get you a top of descent now. Top of descent's at 130 miles exactly, and 2058 Zulu, which is in 16 minutes. So we got 16 minutes till we are ready to descend. You can see it, it's pretty close. If you want to just try X-Plane, there is a free demo that you can download right there. And then if you want to buy it, I would buy the actual copy from X-Plane. I have it on Steam, but like I've had a bunch of problems with X-Plane with really slow load times. And oh, you've done the demo? Yeah, it's really good. Gosh, crystal clear outside. But yeah, I definitely buy it through the actual website because rebuy all your airplanes. I mean, did you have X-Plane 10? If you didn't have X-Plane 10 and you don't have X-Plane aircraft, then yeah, you're gonna have to rebuy them. But what I'm flying right now is free. This entire flight, so from San Francisco to Santa Barbara, uses everything that's free except for the simulator. This airplane is free. The sounds in the back were free. The clouds that are gone now are free. The sky colors are free. They're all add-on custom. That's one thing that's really good about X-Plane, is that all the oh, sorry, that's not what I was, not all about, but there is a lot of freeware scenery, which is high quality, so there's a ton of airports that I can fly to and from. Like, FSX and P3Ds are really blocky and they don't look right. X-Plane has a bunch of freeware airplanes and aircraft. The airplanes aren't usually good. This one is. There's the 737-900, which is pretty much the same thing that's being developed right now. I know there's a 717 that's being developed for free. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to be. There's a Q400 that's being developed. And then, I mean, stuff isn't too expensive. Like, you can get some decent airplanes, especially right now. Like, there's an A319 that's usually $70. That's $50 right now. The 2-less $319. There's the 737-200. There's some Embraers that are only like 30 bucks. The best one is the 757, which I haven't flown on stream yet because I've been having some trouble. It's only $58 right now for the Black Friday sale, but it's going to be $72 once that sale is over. So I mean, I usually wait for sales to get my stuff, and there's daily deals every day, so I'll eventually find stuff. PMDG, yeah, it's PMDG by the way, but yeah, they do X-Plane. They have one plane for X-Plane, and it's way too expensive, and it's not an airliner. It's the, gosh, what is it? It's like a Douglas or something like that. Give me a second to think about it. I'm actually gonna just look it up. Products should be. It's a Douglas DC-6, and it's only for X-Plane 11 or X-Plane 10. So it's a 4-engine prop plane. It's, if you want to take a look, that's it right there. It's not very good. I mean, it's really good, but it's not something I would ever spend money on. It's 70 bucks. And it's only 70 because it's PMDG. So, not something that I will be spending my money on. But there's other stuff that I'd rather buy. Just got some new Providence scenery last night that I wanted to give away also on Twitch from someone else's channel. So, and then once you buy enough stuff on the X-Plane store, you can get points, and so you get like a free gift every like couple things you buy. So I just had enough points to get Atlanta scenery for free. So I don't know if you were here yesterday. I think you missed the stream, but this is my last stream for a while. Maybe up until, probably I won't do one until next weekend. If that would be, yeah, I'll probably stream Saturday. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of people at my house. I'm not sure. Yeah, Providence. I just got the scenery for free last night for winning the giveaway. But yeah, I just got the Atlanta. So the Atlanta scenery that I was using last night, if you saw the stream, I got that for free also, just by, I mean, it wasn't really free because I had to buy other stuff, but it saved me about 25 bucks. So yeah. But that's why X-Plane's great, because pretty much this flight didn't cost me a dime besides buying the actual simulator. I think we should start programming the approach. So we're going to be landing with 7.6 tons of fuel, and currently we have 9.7, so we're going to be 111.3. Is my math right there? Yeah. So we'll be 111.3. I think we'll, I mean, how short is this runway that we're landing on? I don't think it's that short. It's oh yeah, it is short. So we'll definitely go with a flat 40, auto brake 2 landing. Conditions are dry. And plus, one thing about this is the PMDG 737 does not have the split Scimitar winglets. NorCal approach San Francisco is up, and it is Oakland Towers up some ground. Yeah, nothing for us. So now we are 66 miles away from our top of descent. Everything's going well. I hope this scenery work that I'm flying into. Okay. Yeah, I know FSX pretty well, but you're trying to figure out your best settings for both quality and FPS. Well, one thing, those things don't really relate to each other very well. So when you sacrifice one, you get the other. And so when you sacrifice your FPS, you get quality, and when you sacrifice your quality, you get better FPS. So you just have to kind of fool around with it, see what works for your computer. Like, if you send me your specs, I could maybe work out a little bit. But best thing is trial and error. And when something works, keep it. When something doesn't work, find a fix for it. Because that's pretty much how I got my X-Plane settings to work. But I don't really, and once you get it, I don't fool around with it too much, because if you want to have it work, I mean, you can always adjust something here or there. One thing that I would definitely suggest is turn off the road traffic and sea traffic and any other like AI aircraft unless you absolutely need it. But like cars on the road, honestly, I have it in X-Plane enabled, but I don't ever see them unless I'm actually like looking for it. I'll see an occasional police car go by or something just because you see the flashing lights. But the cars on the road in FSX has been really bad on frame rates. I didn't realize I had that enabled like so high up when I was flying on FSX, and that was a cause of some really bad FPS for me. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing you can do is turn off like enhanced clouds or something like that, because clouds, I know on X-Plane, are really bad on FPS, and so you won't get like very 3D clouds, but you'll still get your clouds, and they'll just layer like they're more 2D clouds. But I mean, unless you're like in a huge storm, you're not going to notice it too much. I don't know if that's a P3D thing, because I've had both. I've actually had, I'm experienced with P3D, X-Plane, and FSX. FSX was really my least favorite. P3D I liked, but I think X-Plane's my favorite right now, just based on the amount of freeware and stuff. But if you turn off like volumetric fog and lens flare and everything like that, it should help you out quite a bit. And then there's also just tutorials on YouTube. FSX came out in 2006 or 2004 or whatever. No, that was FS 2004. It came out in 2004. But FSX is old. It's like, it's over 10 years old, I know that. So there's a lot of videos out there for tweaking and adjusting your FPS. So I just look for something there, and eventually you'll find something that will help you out. But take my advice and turn off the cars and the lens flare, volumetric fog. Anything that seems extra, you don't need. So like if it's not really, so when you're at the gate, if you're not going to see cars go by. When you're in the air, you're definitely not going to see cars. So cars is the number one thing. The only time you're going to see cars is when you're coming over the runway, and you actually need to have good FPS, and it's going to just kill your frame. So that's one thing that I could really suggest turning off. Top of descent now, coming in within 25 miles or something like that. 30. Go back to the legs page over here. Getting close to landing. Should be another, what's the computer say? 21:19, about 25 minutes. 25 minutes on the dot, actually. Alright, you know, this is ridiculous how much we're bouncing around. Oh, I guess we are bouncing around pretty good. You know, it's the storm that's coming in. It's supposed to rain tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow? I'm not sure. Probably not supposed to rain Tuesday. It's supposed to rain Tuesday and Thursday. Now it's not supposed to rain Saturday. Good. check our initial descent's going to be down to, I guess we can just throw it all the way down to 6,000. I never checked if this actually works on the flight plan, but looks like it did. It looks like weird. You know, I can't tell at all. Thank God for plan mode. Step. I need to decrease this range. I think, do we have a route discontinuity? So after GGBO is something's wrong. So GVO, Halbit. Habit? Oh, Habit. I guess it's probably like the burger place. That came from Santa Barbara. That's really cool. And then Zach's. And then our intercept course. And then it goes back out to Zach's again. Yeah, something's wrong here. That's what it is. It's going to it twice. We need to start our descent now. So once it's descending down to 2,000. Okay, then after... So it's going to be GVO. Habit, Zach's, straight in, but we'll vector ourselves. So we're gonna have a nice vector into Santa Barbara. I think we're getting close. Yeah, I think it was set up like we were going into LA. That was weird. It didn't want us to descend till late. It's because we were hitting the same waypoint 3 different times, so it was going to fly us in a circle. I probably shouldn't have done that transition. It's okay. That's just too ridiculous. I had to turn it down. And even the turbulence shaking you see is free. The camera shake is free. And I know that's payware on FSX. So I always wanted to get that, but I didn't want to spend money just to have my camera move. So we can go back to the progress page here. We can take this out of plan mode. Now, what's our estimated time of arrival? It's 2 minutes earlier, so we're 20... No, we're less than 20 minutes away now. Absolutely getting rocked. You can see the wings bouncing and the cabin bouncing. Excited to put this one on the ground. Hopefully the bumps won't be as bad next week. The airport's like right there, I think. Could be totally wrong. Never flown into Santa Barbara before in real life or in the sim. Let's do this descent speech.
Gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
Okay, so why are we not descending? Why are we not descending? This is not good. We need to level change. We don't need to be in Mach. We need to be in this. Throw the speed brake out. We're gonna have a little bit of a vector to do. GVO is supposed to be at 8,000. That was really bad focus by me there, that I didn't notice that we weren't descending. Here comes the lag spikes. Scenery loading in. You know, I think we're gonna do a hold at GVO, Golf Victor Oscar. I can click on it, maybe. That's actually ridiculous that I can't click on this. Let's try it on this FMC. Hold. Actually, wait, legs. Select that. Hold. Oh, next hold. GVO. Okay, execute. Speed, target altitude. There we go. Alright, so we're going to be holding. If we can descend. I've never tried to hold in this plane. I've only ever done holds in PMDG aircraft, so I don't know how it's going to work. I did it in the 777 and the 747, so hopefully it will work. Channel Islands out there. See if we can see the airport. No. Oh, maybe. I think that might be it right there. Yeah, there's the airport. No. If we're bumping around so much, it might be a little bit easier to see. Yeah, that's not nauseating at all. So we're into the hold now. Decrease this range. Mic volume low. I know I'm not talking very loud. at the METAR KSBA. Altimeter is 3000. Where is it going? What the hell just happened? Why did it... Oh, it's still there. That was really strange. That is really strange that the route disappeared. Oh, you know what? That might be that glitch that everyone was talking about, the magenta line disappearing. Just yet. Once we hit 10,000, I'll play the arrival message and then do everything else. Okay, so we're at 10,000 feet.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
As part of our Eco Skies program, we're committed to recycling aluminum, plastic, and paper, and we'll be coming around to collect these items. Please make sure all carry-on items have been securely stowed either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. As a reminder, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you get ready for landing. You may continue to use your small, lightweight electronic devices, but they must be unplugged from the outlet, set to airplane mode, and secured. As a reminder, carry-on items should be securely stowed either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Please make sure your seat belts are fastened, seat backs and tray tables are upright, headrests are lowered, and footrests and video monitors are stowed. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
said that we had to hold. It didn't listen to me or respond when I asked it to. But it's okay. I'm gonna wrap around and then just take it straight on in. Not sure where the parking. Oh, it's over there, I think. Yeah. You know, I think we'll take auto brake 1, but we'll go with some more reverse than usual. Turn now in 10 degrees. I want to fly the Cirrus into here one day. Maybe sometime soon I'll take the SR-22 into here. Be a fun airport to land at. Apparently sometimes they land you right over the water here. I think that'd be pretty fun. Alright, let's start setting up. We can go with flaps 1. Cabin crew sit down.
$2,500.
Radio altimeter. Is that an aircraft carrier right ahead of us? Oh my god. I think we'll extend our approach just so we can fly right over that. We're at the proper altitude now that I can take it in, but I just want to fly straight over that. That looks so cool. Look at the helicopter. Look at the planes on it. I've never noticed that before on X-Plane. I guess I've never... I mean, I've flown over this area before. En route to, like, LA. It's gonna be, like, right there. Alright, let's take a look. Here it comes. There it is. Wow. What a view. That's insane. Alright, let's turn it in. 340. Increase the bank selector. A little better rate of turn here. With 300. Here's the aircraft carrier out there again. Let's drop it down to 1,000. Should be already at 160 knots, but that's okay. Let's see. Yep, I see that. I got the airfield in sight. Got vertical speed. Alright. see, can we see the aircraft carrier again? Yeah, it's out there. Alright, flaps 5. You can go gear down. Flaps 15. Probably fly a little bit more manual than usual. Let's go down to our ref speed, make sure that's still 123. Yep. You know, I don't really like 123. I'm gonna go 130, flap 30. And then flap 30. And we're gonna fly it in manual. Alright, here we go. Arm the speed brake. And we are flying manual. Take the auto throttle out.
$1,000.
I think we're landing on runway 25. Need to bleed some of that speed off. Right on profile. We're looking good. The winds are very nice right now.
$500.
Checked. Just a little bit high.
400.
There we go. Right on profile. Got the glide slope.
300.
Bleed the last little bit of speed off right there.
$200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse screen. Manual braking. 60 knots. Reverse thrust off. We're gonna miss that exit right there on the left. But we made it. 179 feet per minute on the landing. I think we can make this next left turn here. And welcome to Santa Barbara. That was a nice approach.
Fasten, and all items stowed until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you have all your personal belongings before you exit the aircraft, and be careful when opening the overhead compartment. You're now free to use your mobile phones and small lightweight devices. Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you've had a pleasant experience, and we look forward to welcoming you again on another flight.
Alright, we can turn the taxi light on. Start the APU. Probe heat off. Terrain radar off. That's a pretty good flight. I like that one. Yep, I'll see you tomorrow, Sander. Have a good rest of your night. Hope you had a good break. center line a little bit. All right. Go right in here. This is gate 5, I think. Yep, gate 5. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, see, we're way off there. Alright. Alright, stopped. Parking brake on. APU is running.
Prepare for arrival and cross-check, thank you.
Alright, well, thank you for joining again. For all the new people who came, if you want to know when I go live next, hit that follow button, and we'll send you an email when I'm ready to go live. For those of you who return, welcome back. I don't know when the next stream will be, as I don't have a schedule, but should be maybe one time next weekend, maybe twice next weekend, but definitely not any time during this week. I got some busy stuff to do. I'm pretty busy this week. Quick little flight from San Francisco to Santa Barbara. It was about an hour gate to gate. Nice little scenery package. I saw it on the Explain store. It's a couple years old, 2 years old, but decided might as well check it out. It looked pretty nice. Ended up for a cool approach with the over-the-aircraft carrier, wherever that was, and a nice little landing into Santa Barbara. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.
King of the road, trailer for sailoring. That trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but trailer for sailoring. Give, man, don't pay no trailer for sailoring. Sailoring, ain't got no trailer for sailoring. Give man of me, I know king of the road, trailer for sailoring. That trailer for sailoring, ain't